Finally! Somebody else got to do a challenge. Thank God. I'm a Celebrity, episode 10, Tuesday the 26th of November. How has it only been 10 episodes? I feel as if this has been on for weeks. The celebrities are all on the bus and they're going to be doing this challenge together. I really liked this. I wish they had more challenges like this. The night before, Barry and Jane had been telling Dean not to scream and not to overreact when he was doing the challenges or he would be voted, and I says I will soon see how they react on the bus. Didn't give a fuck. Jane was just shaking the beasties off her hair. He wasn't really bothering. Danny had a big giant spider in his hand and he was just gently putting it on the window. Not a care in the world. Loving life. Teresa, Otie and Maura, on the other hand, they were going fucking mental. That would be me. The thought of having any cockroaches even anywhere near me, never mind on me, and big giant spiders, oh my God. But she was really screaming. I thought she's definitely going to get voted for the next challenge. Teresa and Otie were traumatised. They came back to the camp. They couldn't believe that they'd been screaming. They were probably embarrassed. I don't really react to things. Like I very rarely get frights. But if I get a fright, it takes a lot for me to even go, But it would be so different if you had to throw spiders and beasties all over me. Oh my God, I would scream. I'd lose my voice. The tokens came down each row, and once they got them off the bar, they got to go off the bus and pick a bag. So Teresa and Maura were at the back. I'm surprised they didn't take a heart attack. So you're thinking, oh, that was quite a task. They probably got some good stuff in their bags. Half it was absolute shite. Clothes that they're not going to wear. Tiny wee snack bags. I suppose at least they got some sort of snacks. But just all crap basically. Apart from Danny got a guitar, but it was his own guitar. I wonder why he's the only person that got something from home. Otie and Richard were having a chat, an emotional chat. She was talking about her daughter and he was talking about his late partner. And in my last video I had asked what he's known for, like why is he a celebrity? And people were saying that he's better known for being in Gogglebox. But then I looked up the band that he was in the 80s and I was like, oh my God. They were so famous. Are you kidding me? I actually remember them. I was like, what the hell? How can he be more famous for being on Gogglebox? Teresa and Barry went down to do the dishes and he wandered off and ended up getting lost. 100% that would be me. I have got no sense of direction. It's actually shocking. Like, my friend lives about 5 minutes away from my house and I can walk to her house through a shortcut, but I've never been able to find my way back through the shortcut. She's literally lived there for like 15 years. I still can't figure it out. You put me in a jungle, I'm dead. Ant and Dec revealed that the two people doing the Bush Tucker trial was Maura and Jane. And Jane, she was ready. She's like, let's go. Now, in my last video, I says this looks really hard because I thought that they were swimming, like, in tunnels and then having to swim back through a tunnel. I didn't realise it was just, there was like an air pocket and then all they had to do was like bend down and open the padlock. Now, not as hard as I expected. Maura's part was actually the hardest. I think I'd have been pretty much fine with the underwater thing because she wasn't swimming that far, but Maura was up there. Toads, totally fine, don't mind. Lizards, fine. A snake, aye, it would seem fine, but obviously if it's at you, do you know what I mean? Like if it's scared and it's hissing at you, I'd maybe be a bit scared, but overall, like I like snakes. That spider one, I don't know how she got in there. And I know a lot of people find it funny, right? And I know they know what they've signed up for. But watching her screaming for her life, like that's not funny to me. Being scared of spiders isn't an irrational fear. But the spiders were gigantic and she had to crawl through webs. I don't know how she managed to go in there. She was petrified. Literally, that is like a PTSD moment, right? I have got a fear of ice and falling, and people always laugh at me because they're like, oh, look at the veins running around on the ice. Look at that old granny walking along the street in the ice, and she's not scared. But if the ground is even slightly glittery, even if it's not frost, I'm frozen in place, and I physically can't move, and I can't breathe. Sometimes I can't even see, right, because I'm that scared. Now, if you were scared of spiders, how she managed to crawl in there. I don't know how she done it. It made it worse because she was crawling through the webs and they'd been all over her face. And then she had to go in with like worms and cockroaches and all that. Like, I fucking hate cockroaches. She was so brave. And they managed to get 6 stars. That was amazing. The next challenge is called Shock Around the Clock. I have said this in many videos. No matter what the situation is, no matter how much prize money there is, no matter how many people are going to get punished or how many people are going to starve, you're not going to shock me. Anything that involves electricity is an absolute no. I was already scared of electricity before, and then about a month ago, I got electrocuted. And I just live in fear of electricity. So if she does this and she doesn't say I'm a celebrity, get me out of here, then good for her. I know people will say, oh, it's not that much of a big shock. No amount of shock, no shocks at all. Like they were saying, like the green ants are like wee electric shocks. Get them the fuck away from me. There's absolutely no way I could do it. But I'm so glad that people have stopped voting for Danny and other people are getting a chance. And I think that she was embarrassed because she was screaming on the bus. But do you know what? She fucking stayed in there and they all done an amazing job. Literally every single one of them done an amazing job. Let me know in the comments what you thought of last night's show and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye!